What we've got here is our defibrillator kit with our instructions, our AED.
It's a piece of equipment you hope will never be used, but one that can help save a life in a medical emergency. For the Ogopogo Senior Men's Drop-In League, the purchase of an automated external defibrillator in 2006 was simply for peace of mind, as players in the league range in age from 55 all the way to their early 80s. Since that time, a group of players have also stayed up to date with AED user training, as well as their first aid and CPR.
One of our players was convinced that we needed a defibrillator. It was a voodoo box to most of us, you know. If it made the boys feel better, fine.
And so it went for the past 8 years, preparing for the worst, but expecting the best, until March 12th of this year, when without warning, longtime defenseman Dennis Savage dropped to the ice. Within a split second, the game changed. Savage had stopped breathing due to sudden cardiac arrest. Thanks to the emergency medical training the team had committed themselves to over the past 8 years, without hesitation, they jumped into action.
I started CPR and yelled at the guys to bring the defibrillator and call 911. Well, within 15-20 seconds he was getting CPR, and in under a minute we had the defibrillator hooked up.
You just stay calm, do what you're supposed to do, remember your compressions quick and hard, and just keep doing it until he responds.
For just under 6 minutes, Savage wasn't breathing and had no pulse. But after continuous CPR from a group of teammates and 3 shocks from the AED, an amazing thing happened. He began breathing.
When he started breathing, you could see his diaphragm move. We got our buddy back. It was a great feeling.
If it wasn't for the quick response of the other fellas and us knowing what to do, or them knowing what to do with the CPR and the defibrillator, that I wouldn't be here today.
After he went to the hospital, the nurses called him the miracle man, because he had full cardiac arrest, and even in the hospital, chances are slim that they'll come back from that.
Following a successful quadruple bypass, Savage beat the odds and was back on the ice 5 months later. It was a great moment for everyone, but one that would be short-lived, as on August 22nd, shortly after welcoming Savage back, the team was once again faced with a life-or-death situation as Dave Jenkins collapsed, close to the exact same area as his teammate 5 months earlier. He had also suffered sudden cardiac arrest, but again, thanks to the quick action of his teammates, he would beat the odds.
That it would happen to 2 of us in the same league, in the same arena and whatnot, 5 months apart, I just couldn't believe that.
1 shock later, all we could hear was, "Quit pressing on me, you're hurting my chest." And that was magic as well. He had come to after 1 shock.
I think they have it perfected. Right. I hope they never have to use it again.
Similar to Savage, Jenkins required a quadruple bypass and is hopeful he'll be back on the ice this season. After 2 successful life-saving moments over the past year, he, along with his teammates, continue to promote the need for CPR and first aid training.
Just knowing the CPR could save the person's life and be there long enough until, some other help does arrive, such as the ambulance.
Even if you don't own your own AED defibrillator, at least learn how to operate one, and it's so simple. It walks you along.
Municipalities like the District of West Kelowna have begun the process of equipping buildings such as arenas with AEDs, and it's thanks to the district's support over the last 20 years that the Ogopogo Senior Men's Drop-In League have had the opportunity to operate. Reporting for Go Okanagan on Shaw TV, I'm Brendan Osborne in West Kelowna.